Good morning. Take a look at yesterday, and it was a very, very quiet night. The only interest I could muster, but I didn't get involved, Salzburg coming from behind to get the win against Brann. Apart from that, not much else going on. That was expected, Karabag. And typical of a high-profile match. It'll either be a goal fest or it can be a tight, nervy 0-0. You just don't know, do you, in these high-profile semi-finals and finals. So that was it yesterday. Today is a similar story. It's the Europa League today, 6 o'clock start there. Few familiar names. Just got to check. I think these are first legs. Indeed they are. Some interesting matches today. One of them, Utrecht and Hibs. That's going to be fascinating. The Danish champions. Few familiars. Legia Warsaw, Banik Ostrava, 2.38 the favourite. Very tough to call. Utrecht and Anderlecht, the Belgian Europa League beginning at the weekend. Häcken from Sweden, we know very well. Not expected to do anything. Anderlecht, as you know, tend to go a little bit deeper into Europe. Besiktas, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Besiktas, I believe, playing the Ukrainian giants, Shakhtar Donetsk. We don't know much about them because we haven't been able to trade the Ukrainian league. So have to rely on the in-play stats today there. Lugano from the Swiss Super League, which is beginning as well at the weekend or last weekend. So nice to see that returning. In the Conference League, it's a few lesser lights. University Cluj, we know from Romania. Sparta Prague, again from the Czech Republic. AIK from Sweden having an excellent season. That would be a standout against an Estonian opponent. They should be filling their boots. AIK from Sweden. And it's a different Hibernian in the Conference League. I think this Hibernian is from Malta. Ilves from Finland playing AZ Alkmaar. The goal machines, watch out for them if they ignite. Well, it's off-season, but if they ignite, they could really go for glory. Rosenborg expected to banger a few against Bangor. 1.06 favourites, you know what that means. Probable win to 0. 3 goals bare minimum you'd be expecting from Rosenborg there. Başakşehirspor from Turkey, familiar names for the Turkish Super League beginning soon. I don't think it's beginning at the weekend. Hammarby from the Swedish Allsvenskan and Shalwa from the Europa League, which is beginning on Saturday. Jagiellonia Białystok, we've already seen them get absolutely trounced on their opening day of the season by a newly promoted side in Poland. Was it because they're involved in Europe? There are odds on away at Novi Pazar from Serbia. A lot of these teams we haven't got a clue as to their strengths or weaknesses, do we? It's a very tough coupon and it's in-play stats led. Viking from Norway having a great season in the Elite Serie up there, top 2. AEK Athens playing the Beer, Hapoel Beersheva. Santa Clara from the Portuguese Primeira Liga, which will be with us in August. Don't think it's started just yet. Austria Vienna, Austrian Bundesliga will be with us soon. They're playing a Georgian side. No research I can offer you today, I'm afraid. Dundee United, familiar names, playing Strassen from Luxembourg. Home advantage. Brøndby having a good start to the season with a very strong win against Silkeborg in the Danish Super League. They're away at Faroe Island side, and the Faroe Islanders can often park that bus. So Brøndby might be made to work. St. Pat's beats Hagelman convincingly in the second round. They're playing an Estonian side who they really should take to task. But you know, and I know, every Friday we've been following St. Pat's and they just don't turn up. They haven't been scoring very well, but they were emphatic against the Lithuanians. Hagelman should do the job against Kalju from Estonia. So lots of potential this evening. Rapid Vienna playing Dekic from, is it Macedonia? University Craiova, we know from the Russian league already beginning. Rakow, Polish champions, I think from last season or thereabouts, are home to a Slovakian side. That's it. It's a long coupon, 3 o'clock start, just for the single, well, for 2 matches. Very strongly in play stats based, and you saw yesterday, no trades. This is what happens in first legs. It's either going to be feast or famine. We've got nothing to work off. We've got sides in their off-season. We've got familiar names. Utrecht, for example, playing Sheriff Tiraspol, who gave Real Madrid something to think about last season. So just be careful with that. They might be a little better than 4.33 home outsiders suggests. Braga from Pork and Cheese. Very, very familiar names in the Europa League, but less so in the conference. It's going to start getting busy on Saturday and Sunday. As I've alluded, we've got the Belgian Europa League returning. Danish Super League with us. Finland's with us. Polish Ekstraklasa. Romania. The Swiss Super League beginning with Zurich against Sion. Warming up very nicely as we nudge towards August. Czech Republic on Saturday. Belgian Julep League. Denmark, Finland, Irish First Division, Norway. Polish Ekstraklasa, Romania. Scottish League Cup makes for a very interesting Saturday coupon. So they're all returning very slowly, dribs and drabs. Swiss Super League is the next major league to return. We've got the big guns out on Saturday. Basel, Young Boys and Servette. So it's going to make for a very interesting Saturday. Quiet one today. I will be on hand for members of footballtradingprofits.com from 4 p.m. And don't expect an avalanche, but you never know. In-play stats could just alight with one or two of these. Few more familiar names in the Europa League than in the Conference League. But I will be on hand from 4 p.m. From 3 p.m. it seems, for a couple of Conference League matches, where at least we've got an odds-on favourite at home, albeit aside from Kazakhstan, they're playing Zimbru Chisinau, who we all know very well, of course. Zimbru Chisinau, we follow them day in and day out. Zimbru Chisinau, the greatest team the world has ever seen. Have a great day, and I will see you from 3 p.m.